Hello, my friends. Debbie here with Debbie Gets Crafty, and Merry Christmas to you. I hope you're enjoying this day of premieres, Christmas premieres, which started yesterday actually on Christmas Eve. And I'm sure you all enjoyed the great Rachel Ray, who was just on. She is wonderful, and I've just had such a great time watching all of my favorites, seeing some new faces and new folks, and subscribing to their channels as well. It's been so much fun. And I want to welcome you this morning with me. And what I'm going to do is, some folks out there may have received their very first diamond painting for Christmas or as a Hanukkah gift, and they've never diamond painted before. Well, we're going to do a basic diamond painting tutorial. And what we're going to use is all the tools that come in your diamond painting kit. And it's really easy to do. It's a lot of fun, very relaxing. And let's go ahead and begin. I'm going to use this particular painting that I got as a gift. And it is just a cute little barnyard scene with a mama cow and a daddy and a baby. And so this is what came with my kit. You'll get your canvas. You'll also get your drills or diamonds. A lot of folks call them many different things. They're drills or diamonds. These are what you will stick to this canvas. That will make the picture. And then you'll get your toolkit. And it's mainly called a basic toolkit, which comes with your pen, your applicator pen, a container or a boat to hold your drills. You'll work one color at a time, and you'll hold your drills in that. And then it comes with a little pad of wax, and that is what you will put in your applicator pen to stick your diamond to your painting. And we'll go through that in just a moment. And this particular kit, not all kits come with it, but some kits come with some extra little Ziploc baggies. So should you have any extras, you can put them in here. Now, you never get as many baggies that would match the number of colors. You usually get just a small handful, 4 or 5 maybe. Some people save them up. I do have my own little collection that I have, and then when I get enough, I may use them, to bag up. But they always come in handy, and there's 1,000,001 different uses for these little plastic baggies. Some kits come with them, some kits don't. Okay, so we'll set the baggies aside, and we're going to talk about what you'll do with your painting. So what I did was I took everything out of the package to save a little bit of time, and so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and start diamond painting. This is your canvas that you'll get. It's pre-printed with the colors and symbols on them. And let's bring you in a little bit so you can see. I can show you a little bit more of the legend. Okay, so this right here that runs along this little strip right here is your legend, okay? It usually contains a number of how many colors. This picture happens to have 27 colors in it. You'll also see in the center there's some colors with either letters or numbers on them. Okay? Those are called your symbols. You'll match up the particular symbol on the painting to the symbol here in the legend. And this way you'll know what color to get, what color that you're going to use to paint, to place the drills on that particular area. And then the third number, some canvases have these and some don't, but the third number is what they call a DMC number. And that number is almost like a universal number for the particular color. And so, like I said, not all paintings have them. Okay, some do, and that just gives the designation as to what color they may be. You can find charts online that give you the names that correspond with the different numbers here. Sorry, I was out of focus for a moment, out of shot. But you can, there are, like I said, places online where you can find the colors that match the different numbers, and you'll know what the names are to the colors. So some canvases have them, some don't. It's not, you know, it's not a deal breaker if it doesn't. This happens to have the numbers. So you'll see that there's a legend on the lower right-hand side and also a legend on the upper left-hand side. Some canvases come with just one legend, some come with two. You'll see in the upper left-hand side, there's a little picture of what the painting will look like, and we call that a thumbnail. And then right next to that, you'll see some information. This, where it says item number, we call that the canvas number. Some diamond paintings have them, some don't. What you'll see also is the size of the painting. This happens to be a 40 by 30. So 40 inches across, 40 centimeters across by 30 centimeters down. And they're measured in centimeters typically. Okay. And then there might be a little blurb here about if you're missing any diamonds, contact a certain, you know, company. Some have these little blurbs, some don't. On the bottom, it gives you some basic instructions on how to diamond paint. Some canvases have them, some don't. But this particular canvas did. So what I'd like to do is go ahead and do a little rundown on how to begin and how to work your diamond painting using the kit that it comes with. Now, once you get more familiar, if you like diamond painting and you'd like to do more pictures, more canvases, there's so many different types of products out there that you can get that may make it a little more easier for you to do this particular craft, or maybe make it a little more comfortable for you. Today, we will go ahead and work right out of these little baggies, these little sealed bags. We'll cut them open a little corner, use them, pour whatever we don't use back in, and we'll tape it up to seal it. You can always also get different containers. There's many different storage container solutions out there for you if you'd like to, what they call kit up. And kitting up just means you're pouring the drills into a container that you'll use, and then once you're done, you can pour the rest, you know, in a sealable bag and save them. Some people just toss the whatever drills they have left. So there's many different storage solutions as well. You'll also be using, we'll be using this particular pen, and this is your basic pen that you get in your kit with a single placer. And all that means is that it's got one little hole on it, and that will pick up one drill at a time, one diamond at a time, that you'll place on your sticky canvas, on the adhesive on the canvas. This is your canvas, and you'll use this adhesive that's poured on here. This happens to be what they call a poured glue. You'll see it's got a protective cover that protects the picture because it's got the poured glue on it. That adhesive is what's going to have the drill stick to it, and then once you fill this all in, you get this beautiful picture. So what we're going to do is start out, and I'm going to pick an area just to start out with. And I think I'm going to pick this area right here, right behind the cow's ear. Okay? And this particular symbol is symbol number 2. Let me bring you closer and you'll see. Okay. So this particular symbol right here is symbol number 2. So if we move our painting over, and right here, you'll see the symbol. It matches the color and the number right there. That's symbol number 2. Now, what we're going to do is, in our set of drills, we're going to go through and find color number 2. So this one is a little all over the place, this particular package of drills. But this one starts out with number 19 and it goes down. And when we get to number 2, I'll show you. Okay, so here's number 2. Sorry about the light. Let's see if we can't bring this down. That might help us a little bit. Okay. So that's the number 2, right there on that bottom line. This is the color we're going to work with. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use my scissors to separate the bag. And then I'll use the scissors to separate the other bag from it. And there we go. We happen to have our number 2 already. So we'll set these drills aside. So now what I want to do is I want to just open a little corner of the bag. So I'm going to take my scissors and cut just a little corner off. And I'm going to take my green boat, oops, sorry about that, take my green boat and pour a few of these drills into, there we go. We don't need many to start. Pour them in. Now what I'm going to do is also, I'm going to lay this down and I'm going to take a piece of tape. I have my tape right here and I'm going to start it because of course, there we go. And I'm going to take a small piece of tape and just fold this over. And I lost my tape. Isn't that funny? I don't know where the tape went, but that's okay. I happen to have more. So we'll take a second piece of tape. There we go. I will not let go of this one. Take our bag and just fold it over. And sometimes you want to fold it over and you just seal it. And this way, oh, and there's my first piece of tape. Ah, the magic of movie making. All right. But this now is all sealed. It's all okay. If I drop it, it's not going to lose any of the diamonds. And I can still see the number on it. Okay, so we'll set this aside. Now we have our little boat with our diamonds in it. And what you want to do is give it a little shake and tilt it and shake it. And you'll see where some of the diamonds are sitting upright. Now, a drill has 2 sides. It's got a flat side, and that side is what will stick to the canvas, the sticky part of the canvas. And then it's got a rounded side, and it's faceted, which means the light will bounce off it and just make it sparkle. See how some of them sparkle like that? They'll sparkle much better once they're on the canvas itself. So you'll want to make sure that your drills or diamonds are facing up. And what that means is that the rounded portion is facing up, because that's how you will pick them up with your applicator pen. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out by peeling back the adhesive, exposing that sticky portion, the adhesive on it. We're going to place our boat down because I'm going to grab my single placer pen and my wax. Now what you'd want to do, the wax comes with a protective plastic coating. So you'll want to peel that coating back and that'll expose that wax. And you'll take your pen, your applicator pen, and you will press it onto the wax, just like that. And I like to give it a little twist and twist it around. And then that, you'll see, you have a little hole there where that wax used to be. And where it is now is inside the tip of the pen. And I don't know if I can get you close enough to see, but you can see it's got a little tiny pink dot of wax in there. And that's what we're going to use to adhere our diamond to the pen, and then it'll place it onto the canvas. So let's get started. We're all ready to go. So we're going to take our pen and pick a diamond, any diamond, and we're going to press down on it gently, and that picks up the diamond. And you can pick any spot where there's a number 2, because that's the color we're using, and we're going to place that diamond on the canvas. And I'm going to bring you in just a little bit so you can see. There we go. All right. So we're going to place our first drill, and of course you want to be very careful because your hand can get stuck there, and so you have to be very careful. So I'm going to maneuver this paper in such a way where I can lay my hand down and it won't get stuck on the sticky portion of the canvas. So we're going to start right here, right there, okay? And we'll pick up our diamond just like that. And the diamond is there, and then we're going to place it right on that spot, that number 2, right there. Well, folks, you just placed your first diamond. You just started diamond painting. Congratulations. And then we're going to place the second one right next to it. You can go across, you can work your way down. I actually like to work from the bottom up. That's comfortable to me. But you can place your drills any which way you'd like. But you're going to place each drill right in its designated spot. Just like that. Okay? And then we'll go on and pick another spot that needs to have a drill in that color. Right there. And then we'll continue onward. Now I'm working at an angle, so I'm a little off. There we go. And I'm going to look in my camera to see. Yes, ma'am. That looks good. And so we'll continue onward, and we'll work in filling in some of these spots. Now if you notice, you see a little bit of the pink wax coming out, and that's fine. I just wipe it away. And every so often you may have to refill your pen with the wax, and that's okay too. That's expected. The wax will eventually wear out, and that's why you get a pad of the wax. Then you just go in and you just pick up your wax, pull it back, and then do just what you did to begin with. Poke it in, give it a twist, and you'll have some wax on your pen again. So we're going to continue on, filling in the areas where the symbol number 2 is. And again, I'm working on an angle, so it's not all that straight. But you'll get used to it, how to place them, and you'll get into a groove and whatever's comfortable for you. And before you know it, you'll have a nice little area all already painted, already done up with diamonds. And you want to be careful. You want to make sure that each time you're picking a color, it matches that symbol to where you want to place them. I have placed the wrong color on by mistake, and that was a challenge to correct. So we're doing good. Just wanted to look in the camera to see how it looks, and it looks really nice. So we're going to continue on. And I find this very relaxing. A lot of folks enjoy diamond painting, especially if you suffer from something like anxiety or maybe ADHD, because what you have to do is you're focusing on this one particular thing for a little while, and it's just, you're focusing on it. You want to place the drills correctly, you want to use the right color, you're shutting out the rest of the world and just working on this particular project. And I find it very relaxing. So what I'll do is I'll bring it up a little bit. There you go. And like I was saying, I find it very relaxing. After a long day at work, I like to sit down after dinner and I'll do a little diamond painting, and it just relaxes me. And it's a lot of fun. And we're just using the items that come in the basic toolkit with every diamond painting. You should get this, at least the basics, the pen, the boat, and the wax in every diamond painting that you get. Now, that being said, once you decide, if you do happen to decide that this is a craft that you enjoy and you'd like to perhaps upgrade some of your equipment, for example, maybe getting a pen that's a little more arrogant, something that's a little more comfortable. It's early in the morning, folks, but they do sell pens on Amazon and on Etsy that you can get that are shaped in a way that's a little more comfortable to hold on to, especially if you're working on a diamond painting for quite a while. Your hand might get a little tired holding this basic pen. Now, some kits actually come with a little foam cushion grip that you can slide onto your pen, and that helps to alleviate some of the discomfort if you're sitting there for a while diamond painting with your hand. Sometimes, your hand tends to get a little tired or cramped up if you're holding this pen. But like I said, you can upgrade to different tools like pens. You can upgrade to different tools like storage boats or containers, the boats that you would put your diamonds in while you're painting. Again, you can also upgrade to storage containers as well if you'd rather, if you want to keep your drills in little separate containers instead of the plastic bags. There's different storage containers that you can use. And there's also different types of waxes that you can use, different types of things that you would load into your pen tips, and they also make different types of pen tips as well. They have, like I was saying before, multi-placers where you can place more than one drill at a time. Some of them are 3. You can put 3 at a time down and up to, oh my gosh, I think the largest one I saw was like a 17 placer, and that means you could place 17 drills at one time. That's way too much for me. I do use a multi-placer sometimes. I use a 4-placer, and that means I can place 4 drills at a time, and that's comfortable to me. Anything more than that, I seem to my lines don't come out as straight, and so I think a 4-placer for me is the best. So that's what we've done so far. I was about to drop my drills. But that's what we've done so far, just with our talking and chatting. But it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it a great deal. And I have several paintings throughout my house. They make wonderful gifts, either, brand new kits that somebody can work on, or if you've finished a picture and would like to frame it and give it to a friend or relative as a gift, they make wonderful gifts as well. I've actually gifted paintings that I've completed to friends and family. And I've kept several for myself and hung them throughout my home. So that's all there is to it, really, with the with placing your drills. You just want to make sure that you get the drill on the symbol itself and that they're straight. And that's really all you do. It's so simple and so fun. And kids can do this. All the way up to the elderly, they can do it as well. And it's just it passes the time. It's something to do. It keeps your mind, concentrating on something. And it's just a lot of fun for the little ones. It helps to teach, numbers and colors and letters, and some paintings have different symbols that are not a number or a letter. They're just different characters, so that's always neat. But it's very relaxing, a lot of fun. And I just enjoy doing it. And as I was saying, there's different accessories out there that you can get, and they're available on Etsy. If you wanted to get something custom made, you can get trays that are custom made. You can get trays from Amazon. You can get pens from Amazon. It's a little more budget friendly. They have many different companies out there that sell diamond paintings and accessories. Great companies, and they go from budget friendly all the way up, to over $100 for some canvases. You can even find companies that will do a custom canvas. So if there's a picture that you thought, oh, wouldn't that make a nice diamond painting, you can actually order it as a custom, and they'll print it up on a canvas, and they'll put the letters and symbols and numbers and colors and create a legend for you, and they'll package the colored drills and such, and you can have your very own custom designed painting. And many companies do that as well, and that's really neat, and that makes a wonderful gift as well. But there's, you're only limited by your imagination. As I was saying, hundreds of thousands of designs. If you like, motorcycles, they have beautiful motorcycle paintings. If you like farm life, like our little cows here, they have dozens and dozens of different, designs. If you like landscapes, you can find landscapes paintings by the dozens. I mean, it's just you're limited only by your imagination. You really are. And it's just it's a lot of fun, and you can get creative with these paintings as well. When you get a little more comfortable with diamond painting, they make paintings that have what they call special drills, and what those are like rhinestones. They look like rhinestones, and that really adds bling to your painting. They have what they call partials. This happens to be what they call a full drill, which means the entire painting, the entire canvas is covered with diamonds for the picture. They have partials where only certain areas have drills on the picture, and it adds almost like just like an extra special touch to the painting. It's not the whole painting, it's just certain areas that have the drills or the special, diamonds on them. And those are really fun to do too. And the sizes vary as well. The 40 by 30 is really the ones that I gravitate to the most. Those are the ones that I feel the most comfortable doing. They're manageable. Now, a lot of people find doing larger canvases, and I mean large, 50 by 60, 60 by 70, 70, you know, you can get 90 by 120. I mean, they're huge. And these are in centimeters, but they're huge. And a lot of people like to do the larger paintings. I like to do the smaller paintings. To me, that's more manageable. Now, there's also different types of drills. This is what they call a round drill because they're round. Well, they also make paintings that have square drills where the diamonds or the drills are actually square shaped. And lots of people like to work on, and it's all your preference. Lots of people like to work with the square drills. I like to work with the round drills. The round drills to me are a little more forgiving as far as you get a little bit of space in between each drill. So if I don't put it on there absolutely perfect, you know, there's a little bit of space that I can work with. As to where a square, they're fit very compactly together, very tightly fit together. And the round ones, you get a little tiny bit of space in between. But it's all your preference. You might want to, if you wanted to try, you know, try one that's a square drill if you haven't done it before and see if you like it. I've done a couple of them, and I'm, you know, if I did another one, that's fine. I just prefer the round drill. I like the way it's a little more forgiving. And but again, that's all your preference, whatever you choose. And if you enjoy the craft, and you know, that'll give you a chance to try different items that they have, the square drills versus the round drills, and then they have the, like I said, the rhinestones, the special drills, and sometimes the special drills come in special shapes too. You might get them in a marquee shape, you might get them in a teardrop shape. So, you know, and that really accentuates a picture as well. So, I mean, it's almost limitless, the possibilities on how you can create a beautiful painting or a beautiful project, diamond painting. And that's all there is to it, really. I mean, we're just sitting here, just relaxing on Christmas morning, doing a little diamond painting. I know some people have already been awake for a while and already opened gifts and are just, you know, the kids are playing with their toys, and then there's some people that are sitting there quietly enjoying these videos, having a nice cup of tea or a cup of hot cocoa or coffee, a glass of orange juice, maybe a mimosa if you celebrate with a mimosa in the morning on Christmas morning, a cup of eggnog, and just enjoying watching the different creators. I always like to watch these premieres because I get to see a lot of different folks. I get to see a lot of new folks that I've not seen before, and I'll subscribe to their channel. And I get to see different techniques and different projects that they work on. And it's just so much fun to watch these premieres. And sometimes if you don't have family that you're with or friends that you're with right now, can be a form of friendship, a form of, you know, you get to watch other folks and connect with them, and I enjoy that as well. So we're just diamond painting, and this is how much we've gotten done so far. That's a nice little area. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch up my color. So what I'll do is I will go ahead, grab my bag, open it up, take the tape off, and then what I'll do is I will pour my color Whatever's left in that boat, I'll pour it back into the bag. Now, I see a little problem here, so I'm going to go ahead and clip off a little bit more of the bag, the top of the bag, which is fine because I'm going to roll it over and tape it up anyway, so that's okay. So we're going to open that up so it's a little bit more wide, and then I'll just take my boat and tip it in, and then the drills will fall into the bag. Okay. There we go. So now I have this whole big wide opening. So I'm going to fold it over and I'm going to put my tape right across where I cut. There we go. I can still see my symbol, my number, the number 2. So when I'm ready to use that color again, it'll be right there. And I'll be able to see it. So they're all nice and snug as a bug. They're not going to fall out of the bag. And I can go ahead and take a different color now. So what I'm going to do is I think we're going to work on his ear. Now his ear, the symbol is number 5. So what we'll do is we're going to look for number 5. There we go. I happen to see number 5 right here. So we're going to cut out our number 5 away from the packaging. There we go. And then I'll cut this bag. There we go. So then I'll just place these other bags right back here. And we're going to cut open our bag, pour some into our boat right here, and then I'll take a piece of tape there we go. And we'll fold that over and tape it. I'm going to just put a little bit of a tab at the end of that tape, so this way it's easier for me to pull off. And there you go. I have that ready to go when I'm ready. And I'll put my scissors aside with my little piece of trash. Give my little boat a shimmy shake here so I can write these drills. And I spilt one man overboard, but that's okay. He's going right back in. And you'll see they're not all upright, but I have a good portion of them upright to where the rounded portion is facing up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start painting right around this area right here where I see the symbol number 5. So I'll pick up my diamond and place it where I see the number 5. There we go. And we've just switched colors. And it's that easy. And now I'm going to continue on and do this little area right here. I am so sorry if the light is not that great. Well, let's bring it in a little bit. There we go. And you'll see I'm working right here in this area with the number 5 symbol. All right, so we're going to continue on painting, placing our diamonds on our canvas. And I've been diamond painting for about almost 2 years now. I actually, the funny thing is, this premiere came right after Rachel Ray's premiere, and it was actually a video that I saw of Rachel Ray that got me into diamond painting. And I happened to stumble across it one day on YouTube. and I happened to catch one of her videos, and I thought, well, that looks like that would be a lot of fun. So I went and I got myself my first kit. I actually ordered it from Amazon, and it came in, and oh wait, ooh, man overboard again. This time it's on the painting itself, but that's okay. It happens to be in the right area, so we're just gonna gently push that over to the spot where it needs to go. But as I was saying, got my first diamond painting from Amazon, and I have been painting, diamond painting ever since. I absolutely love it. Like I say, I get out of work, have dinner. After we get the dishes done, we'll sit in our living room and watch a little TV, my husband and I, with our little dog. And I'll sit there and I'll do a little diamond painting. There we go. And it just relaxes me. These are a little difficult to tell whether they're right side up or not. But that's okay. That's all right. We'll get there. Now what I think I'll do once I finish this row, I'm going to reload my wax in my pen. A lot of times you'll know when you need to reload your wax because you'll go to pick up a diamond and the diamond won't stick to the pen, which means it's time to reload. And so let's pull this back ever so slightly. There we go. And I'll take my pen and my wax, and I'll just push the pen into the wax, give it a twist, and the wax will stick into the pen, leaving you with a little hole in the wax. That's just an indicator that your pen is loaded with the wax now. So then we'll continue on. So I have my boat with my drills. So after I watched her video and I ordered my first painting, I was hooked. I was literally hooked. So I went ahead and got a little better pen and a little storage container that I could hold some drills in, and got another painting and finished that, and told my twin sister Judy about it. Judy also has a channel here on YouTube called All Fired Up Crafting Lounge. I said, Judy, you would love this craft. It's easy to do, it's fun, it's relaxing, and she, you know, oh yeah, I'll have to try it, I'll have to try it. But she never tried it. For a while, she didn't try it. And then for some reason, all of a sudden, one day, she said, oh, I'm going to give this a try. And she tried it. Well, she's been hooked ever since. And now she has her own diamond painting channel, All Fired Up Crafting Lounge, on YouTube. So, and I love it. I love to tell folks about it. I love to give them as gifts. I love either they're finished or, you know, a kit to someone that they can work on. It may not be for everyone, you know, but I would definitely say at least give it a shot and see, because you never know, you might be surprised. It might be something that you really do enjoy. And that's the fun thing, you know, try a craft, something that you've never done before. It doesn't necessarily have to be diamond painting. Maybe you've always wanted to crochet. Well, get yourself a skein of yarn and a crochet hook, and they have many different videos on YouTube that you can watch and learn at your own pace. You can pause and go through each step as quickly or as slowly as you'd like. But give it a shot. You never know. You might enjoy it. It might be something that you're good at. It might be something that you enjoy. And something that, is a fun craft to do. Something that you can give as gifts. And whenever I get a homemade gift, it always means so very much to me, because I know that the person who gave it to me worked very hard on that gift, and they thought of me when they were making that gift. And, that to me means a lot. So when I give a gift of a diamond painting, I want that person that I give it to know, that I thought of them. When I saw this particular picture, I thought of you. And I took the time to put this picture together and place each and every one of these drills with you in mind. And I hope that you enjoy it. And, a homemade gift, if you crochet or knit or, do macrame, or if you color with, pencils, or if you paint and you make a gift, it means so very much, because you thought of that person that you're giving it to, and you put your time and effort and creativity into something that you hope that they enjoy and may possibly use, if it's something that they could use, or something that they can hang on their wall and remember you, that you thought enough of them to create something for them. So, I think crafting is just a wonderful outlet, and don't be afraid to try it. The best part about these particular diamond painting kits, especially if you get one from Amazon, it's a very user-friendly, a very budget-friendly way to go. You don't have to break the bank right out of the gate. You can get your basic kit. I've seen them as little as $3.50 for a diamond painting kit. And it comes with just your standard tools, just like this one that we're working with, just to get your feet wet, just to try it. And if you don't like it, well, you're out $3.50. You know what? You'd spend that on, and more on a cup of coffee. So who knows? You might turn that $3.50 investment into something that you really enjoy, and that you would, gift paintings to other people that you've either completed, or, that might be something that you think that they might enjoy. And you never know. It could be the beginning of something wonderful, but you never know unless you try it. Just like with crocheting or knitting, get yourself a skein of yarn, get yourself, it doesn't have to be the top of the line crochet hook, although I'm sure the higher end crochet hooks or knitting needles would be a bit more comfortable for your hands. But, you don't have to start by breaking the bank. You can use budget-friendly in the beginning and work your way up. That's the beauty about this particular craft. I started with just the basic toolkit, just like, you get with the painting, what we're working on right now. And then I decided, well, I really do like this, and I'd like to try some other pieces of equipment that might, like for the pen, it might make my hand feel a little more comfortable if I'm doing it for a while. And so I upgraded to a pen that I got from Amazon, and I still use it to this day. And people have gifted me pens, and I use those as well. I also decided that I wanted to do a little bit of a better storage, storage of my drills when I'm painting. So I went ahead and actually my husband went to Harbor Freight and got me a storage container, And it's just a simple basic storage container that you would use to store hardware in, nuts and bolts and, you know, washers and stuff like that. But you can store the drills in. And he got me one of those because we saw a video of one of the diamond painters using a Harbor Freight container. And so he went out and he went to Harbor Freight and picked me up one of those, and I use that as well. I mean, I have many different types of storage containers that I use, but that still happens to be one of my favorites, my Harbor Freight. So I'm running out. I only have 2 drills left in my little container, so I'm going to refill my container, my little boat. So I'm going to take the tape off, set that aside, open my bag up, and pour a few more in. There we go. And then I'll fold the bag back up, take my tape, and tape my bag again. There we go. Give it a little shimmy shake, get those drills upright, and now we can work again. So I'm going to continue working on this little area right here. Anywhere where there's a 5, that's where my drill goes. There we go. But the best part about this particular craft, as I was saying, is you can start with the basics and work your way up. You do not have to break the bank right out of the gate. There are some crafts that you get into that are a bit pricey right from the get-go. This is not one of those crafts. You can start very budget friendly and work your way up. You can stay budget friendly. Some people continue, and they've been diamond painting for years, and they continue to use the same basic toolkit that comes with each of your kits, because they're fine with using the pink pen. They're fine with using just the basic green boat or tray. Some people call them trays. And they're fine using the pink wax that you get. And that's wonderful. You know, it's all up to what you choose. But just know that you don't have to upgrade. You don't have to get, if you don't want to. You can stick with the basics. Just like with your, your different designs and such, you can, there's companies that are higher end, other companies that are a bit more budget friendly, and it's all of what you can do, all what you can afford. If you can afford a little bit of a higher end painting, well then by all means get that painting and enjoy it. I've seen paintings that are, very expensive, and I've seen paintings that are very budget friendly, and you put those paintings side by side and you couldn't tell the difference, in my opinion. They're just as beautiful. Sometimes the finished product might look a little more, shall I say, finished on a higher end. Some of the budget friendly might look a little bit more pixelated, as to where maybe some of the higher end might be a little more fluid in their finished product. But really, diamond paintings, when you hang them on a wall and you step back, even the pixelated ones look really nice hanging on a wall. So you don't really have to break the bank to enjoy this craft, whether it's choosing a diamond painting or choosing an accessory. And that's what I like about this particular craft. See right here, I'm having a little hard time because I'm painting at an angle, so there we go. Because of my camera angle, I have it positioned in such a way that I have to paint around it. So, but that's okay. I'm almost done with that little area right there, and then we might switch colors again. Just to show, I mean, it's just that simple. There we go. I wanted to get this little area right here done, and I accomplished that. So we'll go ahead. I have a few drills left. I'm going to go ahead, open my bag back up, put my tape down there, and put these few drills back into their little bag. Well, let me open that bag up a little bit more, because those of you who know me know I will spill these drills. There we go. And you just like that, they're back in the bag. I'll fold my bag over again, take my tape, place the tape right there, and there you go. All done. I'm ready to switch colors again. And it's just that simple. So what I think I might do now, I see here there's some of the symbol number 1 right throughout here. So I think I'll work on symbol number 1. So I'm just going to go, I see my symbol number 1 right here. So I'll take my scissor, and it's really that easy to switch up your colors. There we go. So we'll open this bag up. The bag is open. I will go ahead, pour a few drills. I'll pour a few more. Why not? Set that there. Set my bag down so I can grab a piece of tape. Oh. All right. All right, my friends. Well, it looks like we are at the end of our time. So I'm going to continue on working on this particular painting. I'm going to continue working on symbol number 1. And up next is a great crafter called You Caught Me Crafting. And her name is Janet Michelle. So she's up next. And I want to give you a few moments, a few minutes between now and the beginning of her premiere. So if you needed to stretch your legs or grab a new cup of coffee, and let's just show you real quick what our progress was. So we began today opening up this canvas, starting with our fresh bags of drills, learning the different names of the tools and going through the basic toolkit, and we started diamond painting on our canvas. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today, this morning, on this Christmas morning. I hope you enjoyed our time together. I enjoyed it a great deal. I'm looking forward to seeing You Caught Me Crafting, Janet Michelle, up next. And please consider subscribing to my channel. Hit that like button, subscribe, leave me a comment if you watch my videos. Say hello and I will say hello back. And until I see you all again, I just want to say thank you. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to you all, and I wish you a happy and healthy new year. May 2023 be the best year ever. And until I see you all again, please be good to yourselves, be kind to one another, watch out for your friends, your family, and all those animals you consider your pets. And you have a great day. Merry Christmas. Goodbye.